Once upon a time in a coastal village, nestled between the lush green hills and the vast blue ocean, lived a community deeply connected to the sea. This village, known as Coral Haven, thrived on the bountiful gifts of the ocean, where colorful coral reefs flourished and vibrant marine life danced beneath the waves. The indigenous people of Coral Haven, known as the Tidewalkers, revered the ocean as their lifeblood, respecting its rhythms and understanding the importance of protecting it. For generations, the Tidewalkers lived in harmony with the ocean, gathering fish and shellfish, weaving stories of their ancestors, and passing down wisdom about sustainable fishing practices. The elders spoke of the vibrant schools of fish that once swam in abundance and the majestic sea turtles that graced their shores. But as time passed, the tides began to change. One sunny morning, a young girl named Lila, curious and adventurous, set out to explore the underwater world she loved. Armed with her snorkeling gear, she dove into the crystalline waters, her heart racing with excitement. As she swam through the coral gardens, she was mesmerized by the colorful fish darting between the corals and the gentle sway of seaweed in the currents. However, as she ventured deeper, Lila's excitement turned to dismay. The corals were bleached and lifeless, and the vibrant schools of fish had dwindled. Lila surfaced, gasping for air, and her heart sank as she saw the fishermen returning with nets almost empty. She rushed back to the village, where the Tidewalkers gathered to discuss the changes they had witnessed. The elders shared stories of their ancestors, who had once fished with ease and enjoyed a thriving ecosystem. They spoke of the warming waters, the rising sea levels, and the storms that grew fiercer with each passing year. It was clear, climate change was threatening not only the ocean but the very essence of their culture and way of life. Determined to make a difference, Lila rallied her friends and the community. They began by organizing beach cleanups, removing plastic waste that suffocated marine life and polluted their beloved ocean. Inspired by their connection to the sea, the Tidewalkers learned about sustainable fishing practices, understanding that their actions today would impact future generations. They planted mangroves along the coastline, which acted as natural barriers against rising waters and provided habitats for fish and other wildlife. As word of their efforts spread, other coastal villages joined Coral Haven in their mission to protect the ocean. They shared knowledge and resources, creating a network of guardians dedicated to preserving marine biodiversity. Scientists and environmentalists visited, eager to collaborate, and together they implemented conservation programs aimed at restoring coral reefs and protecting endangered species. Months passed, and the efforts of the Tidewalkers began to show promise. Slowly but surely, the reefs started to recover. The vibrant colors of the corals returned, and fish began to flourish once again. The community celebrated, knowing that their commitment to protecting the ocean was making a tangible difference. Lila felt a sense of pride as she watched her fellow Tidewalkers embracing their role as stewards of the sea. As the seasons changed, the ocean continued to whisper its secrets, and the Tidewalkers grew stronger in their bond with it. They held ceremonies to honor the ocean and its gifts, sharing stories of resilience and hope. Lila, now a young leader, inspired the next generation to respect and protect their marine environment. Years later, Coral Haven stood as a beacon of hope and resilience. The village had transformed into a model of sustainable living, balancing their traditions with modern conservation efforts. The Tidewalkers recognized that the ocean was not just a resource to exploit, but a sacred entity deserving of protection. In their hearts, they knew that the battle against climate change was far from over, but they were determined to face the challenges ahead. United in their purpose, they vowed to continue advocating for the ocean, ensuring that future generations would inherit a thriving marine ecosystem. And so, the tides of change flowed onward, carrying with them the promise of hope, resilience, and a profound respect for the bond between the Tidewalkers and their ocean home. Together, they learned that by protecting their environment, they were also protecting themselves, their culture, and the future of their beloved Coral Haven. Thanks for watching. If you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to Widescope for more diverse content. Hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest videos. Also, please suggest ways I can create better quality videos so that I can provide you with even better content in the future.